Hey folks, thanks for tuning in. We're all born stupid. We're all born dummies. We're all born sinners. We're all born shitting our pants and puking on ourselves. And we stay dummies for probably a good portion of our life, me included. I've done a lot of stupid things and bad decisions throughout my life as I was growing through the different phases of life and things that hurt other people. But never did it on purpose, just because I was a dummy and an idiot. And you learn, hopefully, as life goes on, the way your choices and decisions affected other people. And you eventually come to a place where you get better. You're supposed to go through your entire life trying to become a better person, become a better version of yourself every day, not competing with other people, but being a better you, focusing on the qualities that you have, making them better, and focusing on the downfalls of yourself and changing them. But anyway, that's a topic for another day. My topic today is don't hold grudges. So that's something that some people learn at some point in life, that there's no benefit to it. Some people never learn it. Of all the stupid things and idiotic things and things that I've done, that's one thing I can honestly say I've never held a grudge. I do not do it. I let bygones be bygones. I try to deal with the issue at hand if I can. And sometimes you screw that up too, but you're way better off. Holding a grudge actually does no good for anybody, especially yourself, because you're carrying that poison inside you forever, that disdain and that anger. And the more grudges you hold, the more they pile on, the more it affects you in your physical structure. You get gray hair. Like, look at me, man. I'm 56 and I got no gray hair, and I don't use any hair dye. Honestly, I don't. And it's not falling out. And the reason that I thought of this topic is yesterday, I was in a conversation with an older lady. I mean, older, like close to 80. And she was telling me when she came home, the neighbor was sitting out on the step and walked in the door. And she got poisoned over that. And I said, oh, well, what happened? She said, excuse me. She said, oh, that bitch. She said, that poison bitch over there. She said, walked in the house. What's up with her? And I thinking, but I didn't say it. Like, there's could be several things. Well, first of all, maybe she doesn't like you. That's possible. And so what? So what if that's the case? But anyway, I didn't say it. Maybe she had to go to the bathroom. Maybe her beeper started beeping, or her phone started ringing in there. Maybe she had a turkey to take out of the oven. Maybe she had to change the grandbaby's diaper or something. Who knows, right? It could be a variety of things, but it doesn't really matter. Anyway, she went on to tell me about something she had said to her, and that poisoned her. This lady that was telling me the story, she said, if I wasn't scared of going to jail, I'd go over there and rip her face off. I'd rearrange her face. She said, I can do an awful lot of damage when I get mad. And anyway, I laughed. But anyway, so I thought, okay, well, why? What's up with that? And she was telling me about something that this other person had said to her. I said, oh, yeah. So that wasn't very nice thing for her to say to you. When was that? Just a couple of days ago, or today? Or no, that was like years ago. And I didn't want to get into like being like a 56-year-old telling an 80-year-old how to go about things, because they're not going to listen to me, and probably isn't the right thing to do anyway. So I refrained from doing that. But it made me it made me really think of that I don't know, code to live by in life. Just one code: don't hold grudges, guys. Like, so way back when that person said that to you, that's when that should have been dealt with, right? When that person said, when somebody says something to you that you don't like, you don't think is right, you just tell them, listen, man, that's not a very nice thing to say. But if you don't do that and you carry it with you forever, it's just going to wear on you. That person that said it, they long forgot about that, man. They couldn't care less. So either deal with it right at the time, say, man, look, that wasn't very nice. And the person's going to come to the realization that, yeah, it wasn't very nice. Or they're not going to give a shit. And they're going to say, yeah, too bad, F you. Either way, it doesn't matter. Words are words, man. Words are like, we're getting into the point where, in Canada anyway, it's almost against the law to hurt somebody's feelings. So if I call somebody that wants to be called a woman, a man, or a girl, a boy, or a he, a she, a he, and it hurts their feelings, we're almost to the point where you can be arrested for that. This is how bizarre it's getting. But anyway, that's a side note. But don't hold grudges. Fuck it, man. Let it go. Don't worry about it. There's enough big stuff going on in the world that you can't sweat the small stuff. And that's one of my big sayings. Don't sweat the small stuff. And I'll leave it at that. Have the best day that you can. Just getting a little bit of blustery and wind and rain up here in the northeast. Some remnants of this post-tropical depression. Not sure what her name is this time. But anyway, stay in the saddle. Don't sweat the small stuff. Stop and smell the roses. And don't hold grudges, for goodness sake.